What up, streaming on all platforms.
That part.
Oh, I got the stats for Brady and LeBron. Two minutes, Dougie. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Little baseball. Got baseball.
That nigga turned into Raptor.
You still eating that chicken, man?
That's another piece.
That's another piece. Yeah. He got the last piece.
Hey, let that man eat how he want to eat.
He gonna eat.
Yeah. I know what to get you next time.
Facing teammates in Oxford. Okay, with LeBron. We ain't there yet.
Y'all went Christmas shopping yet?
What is that?
Oh, Lord. I had a moment in the store. Randomly picked up them Uggs. I flipped them over. They were 170.
Yes, sir. Uggs for real.
Like, we can't get these.
Well,
So why not? They have my size.
yeah, they have your size. Yeah. I did not know Uggs cost that much.
So then, 3 minutes later, I was like, and now we looking at other shoes. So I was like, yeah, go on and get them. You know what I'm saying? I got on and pay for them. And so she went back. She was like, no, I don't know what they use.
Your inside was happy, wasn't it?
Yeah. She gonna get $40 Nikes.
Oh, that was good. That was working. Man.
I got K Uggs last year for Christmas. I bet
That had something with it.
Still salty.
That had something with it. That, I saw an underlining current under there. Yeah.
So your thought of the day would be don't buy Uggs for anybody. Yes.
Don't buy Uggs.
Yeah, don't buy Uggs.
Boycott Uggs.
That shit broke me up a year later.
That's two.
Alright, we at two.
Facebook, what it do? Yes, sir.
You are now listening to the Real Game Sports Show on Koola Radio with your boys, Cal B. Easy and Big Marcus.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
What up, what up, what up? This is The Real Game, the game inside of the game, the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. And this is your guy, Cal B. Easy. And rolling with me, I got a couple of guys rolling with me. First, my guy on the passenger side over there, Big Marcus. What it do, sir?
What's up, Playboy?
You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Man. And in the middle, the man in the middle actually is in the back seat of the big body Escalade on them 33 and a half.
We got a little cheer seat, a little.
Yeah, they got
damn.
strap up. Put the seatbelt on. Put that seatbelt.
I thought we was in a truck and like you was driving, I was in the middle, and he was in the.
No. We're not in the cab. You in the back. Put your seatbelt on. You know, you my turn. Put your seatbelt
I don't
on.
even wear seatbelts.
Put your seatbelt on. This is your boy, Blacc from the block. What's up, Blacc?
What's up with it? It's Blacc from the block.
Man, what it do, man? Sure appreciate you for sitting in.
Appreciate y'all for letting me sit in.
Only plug out right now.
It's not gonna be the one and only, but you can catch the block every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch the replays every day from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. This is your boy Blacc from the block.
That was good. You kept it under 10 seconds, and we could keep it moving.
That part.
I might give you one every hour.
Wait a minute.
Damn, that's only like 2.
Yeah, that's enough. That was good. Oh, let's go ahead and introduce the greatest production team that I know, that we all know. This guy over here, King, super producers, what we call him. What's going on, sir?
I'm gravy train today, Cal. Be easy. How about yourself, bro?
Man, I'm blessed to be here, man. I'm blessed to be here.
Already, let's have a great show.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will in this 2 o'clock hour. Wait a minute, man. Move, man, move. I gotta finish up. London the Great, the engineer. That's the guy who get this thing going, man. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
Don't buy Uggs.
There it is. There it is. No Uggs for the new year.
It breaks you up a year later.
She'll marry somebody else.
She'll marry somebody else.
She'll
man.
marry somebody else.
Shots fired. Shots have been fired. Shots have been fired. And last but not least, what's going on, sir? How you doing? Statistician.
He can't talk. He
Eating his chicken. He eating his chicken. Got his Christmas bonus today, and he's eating his chicken. Good job. Last but not least. Great show today on chat. What it do? Facebook. What it do? We are live. We are live. We are Facebook live. Turn up and let's turn out. Man, share that button. Hit that share button. Share that thing. Get it out of there. Like the page if you have it. You probably have. That's cool. Let's go ahead and share that page, man. Let's get this thing going. Twitch. What it do, man? We new to the party, but we finna get this thing cracking. And YouTube. What it do? YouTube. Man, we finna get going in this thing. Man, we got some great topics on tap today.
Baller, shot caller, 20-inch blades on the
That's it.
never lost. How you gonna
Getting laid tonight. Switch the road tight. Right?
I hit the highway.
Highway, making money the flyway, but it's got to be a better way.
Better way,
Black,
better way,
Black,
better way.
Wait, Black from the block, calm down.
I like that song
Yeah.
though. I really like that song.
That's H-Town, though. That's why you like it.
I know, bro. I lived there for a minute.
Already. Hey, man, that's my daddy, man. My surrogate daddy, LeVar Ball, dropped in, man. We've had a great 2 weeks here. We had a great 2 weeks, man. Listen, our shoes have rolled out. Okay. Now, you might not get the shoe that you ordered, but you did get a shoe. You did get your shoe. We kind of redesigned it. But your shoes, they rolled out November 24th, so the shoes are coming, man. But understand something. If you try to order by Christmas, but you will get your shoe. We signed overseas. We got Mello and we got Jello. We got them overseas in Lithuania, man. We about to get balling over there. And, you know, we just rolling, man. Right now, it's a good time for the Ball family, man. We doing our thing. Zoe is playing well.
Are you sure it's a good time?
It's a good time for it's a great time for the Ball family, man. We're doing our thing. We're making our rounds, but we still have haters, right? I got a hate over on the side, but we still have those haters that's just want to go against everything we're doing. And one hater in particular, Black, is Mr. Chuck Barkley. You know, it's been a back and forth between him and LeVar. But this past week, Chuck just took this thing to a brand new level. So let's go ahead and hear from Chuck Barkley, and then we're going to bring it back, and we're going to holler at this boy.
I just feel sadness. That the media, CNN, ESPN, has given this guy a platform. He represents everything that's bad about sports. It's all about him. You know, I just feel bad for those kids because, you know, everybody talk about he might be a good father, this and that. No, he's not. He's just exploiting his kids. His kids, I love the kid playing for the Lakers. I don't know the other two kids. He's all about big baller brand. He has no foreseeable talent. He's trying to make money on his kids. And I just feel sadness for those kids because they're going to do whatever he tells them to do. And I just don't like the guy at all, plain and simple. And don't tell me he's a good father. Just because you exploit your kids trying to make money because you have no talent, that does not make you a good father. That makes you exploiting your kids. And I don't like the guy at all, and I wish they would quit putting him on television because he has no talent whatsoever.
Well, we're going to keep him on Villa Koola, Black. We're going to keep him, but Black, before I throw it to you, Black, what the fuck? Yeah. Big Marcus is clapping. Big Marcus, so what you feel about that? Obviously, I hear by your claps. So what you feel about that?
I agree with everything Charles Barkley said. Everything. You know, I've been saying that since we first started talking about LeVar Ball and the Ball family. You know what I'm saying? He's strictly out for himself. And at the end of the day, I'm like Charles Barkley, man. I hope that I feel sorry for the kids.
Blacc?
Shout out, I'm on the real game, but let me tell you, I pretty much agree with Charles Bronco as well. I mean, I am. I don't care what you call me. I don't too much care for the daddy. Like, he's in the media. Who the fuck is he? I don't know if I can use that language on y'all's show, but
it's the real game.
Okay,
baby.
well, I don't know.
Game inside of the
Look,
game.
who the fuck is he? All he's doing is trying to build a brand, and that's what he's doing. And he's been successful at it, really. But it's not about basketball anymore. Like, it's mostly about money, and I feel like anybody who has a passion for something, i.e. basketball, football, etc., while it will be about the money, it should be more about the sport than it is about the money, and that's not what the dad is making it. All right, school, you got it.
It's always about the money, baby. It's always about the money. Everything
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Everything come into play after the money. See. Let me school y'all, young. Let me school you too. School. You school over. Let me school
I'm
you.
gonna school you after you school.
Okay, let me school both of y'all, but you too. The thing of it is this. Here's the thing. We want to knock LeVar for what he's doing. All he's doing is raising his boys. Okay, he's raising his boys. Now, we might not like every decision that's made, because I guarantee you, if you open up the door to most people's houses, you're not gonna like the decision that's made in there either. Now, what I want to talk about is the exploitation. That word was brought up by Chuck Barkley. Schools have been exploiting these student athletes for ages.
Do they give you the right? Do they give you the right to
Marcus,
exploit
give me
your
my
kids?
time, sir.
I'm asking
This
you a
my
question.
daddy. Let me talk about this.
Because this ain't right, man.
Yeah, whatever. These schools have been exploiting these kids forever.
There you
go. Now, the daddy decided to control it himself, and now we want to knock him for what these schools been doing for the last so many years.
Sure enough, the schools do get away with a lot, but in return, you do get an education.
Okay, right? What these boys get?
In return, you do get on TV. And
what these boys
you're
get?
Seeing,
What do these boys get? Zoe's in the NBA. The other two is on their way. At least one of them is on their way.
They may not be on their way. You never know how things turn out. And from what I'm reading about the team that they signed with, they might not even see any playing time. Neither one of them.
Wait.
Just to be honest with you.
And then you call them Jello. We call them Jello.
Jello and Mello.
Jello over here is stealing and shit when he can ask his brother to buy him some shit, but instead he wanted to steal. And you telling me that the dad is not exploiting his children when the shoes like $500 a pair, bro. Like that's more than any pair of Jordans that I've ever seen. I know there's some rarities, you know what I'm saying, like going like some signed pairs or something, but what are you doing? Like, why can't you just get your kids in the school into the NBA and just let the shit happen? Why are you all in the media? I know him more than I know his kids.
Here's the thing, Blacc. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with that. You know him, of course, because that's LeVar Ball. He's going to do his thing. The concern I have with these haters is that you're coming after him for raising his boys, and see what we're used to in society. We're used to the norm. The norm is not always right. It's just the norm because that's the way we're used to doing things. He has become the exception, and what I've learned in life, when you go against the norm and be the exception, you become feared. You become scared. People are scared of you because you are the exception to the rule.
Come on, B.
The norm does not mean it's right. It just makes it a norm.
The exception don't mean it's right.
I'm not saying it does, but all I'm saying is let's not criticize him for raising his boys.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
It's show.
Go ahead.
I don't understand how you're saying that this is just him raising his boys. I don't get it.
What is he doing?
I'm gonna tell you this. A perfect example. Anytime a professional team has to call you in to have a talk to you, to tell you to come the
allegedly. We don't know what that was about.
Come on, B, don't be like that.
Was you in there?
Don't be naive.
Was you
B.
in the meeting?
Don't be naive.
We don't know what they talking about.
I'm going by sources that I done seen on ESPN.com.
ESPN, really?
Yeah.
ESPN
really.
is not always reliable.
You get all your other stuff. Where you get your research from?
Yeah, okay. I go to the net. I look it up, find some things.
See, that's the problem. You talk about the haters. That's the problem I have with the people who or believe in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all won't open your eyes to the signs of what's really going on. If this dude that's in high school, junior, don't make it over there, he done dropped out of high school.
He's homeschooled.
Okay, B. By who?
Well, they got a system set in place. They have a system
By
set
his
in
daddy.
place. No,
By his daddy.
I don't know. I don't know because you know that's something they keep under wraps.
It's not his daddy, but essentially his daddy. Essentially.
At the end of the day, what
Open
we're
your
gonna
eyes,
do?
B.
What
Open
we
your
gonna? I'm wide
eyes,
open
B.
I'm wide open to the prize. What we're gonna do? We're gonna look back. We're gonna see this thing be successful.
No.
And for you guys that's hating, I need you to be as vocal then as you are now.
All right, what I need you to do is buy your son some of them BBB shoes. That's what I need you to do.
Well, it's just right now. It's just not in the budget.
Oh.
It's just not in the budget.
Oh, I don't feel like it's in
Now,
anybody's
we looked at some hoodies.
middle class budgets.
Well, listen, he don't have the machine behind him. But I'm gonna tell you something with that. Since you brought that up, and I think Big Marcus brought it up a minute ago, you're gonna see a wave of players do their own thing. You're gonna see a wave of them. Now it might not be the new norm, but it will be a wave because
like
what he's doing is creating a lane that's gonna do their own product, their own marketing.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you gonna have people do
it
that.
only makes sense because there's nothing wrong with controlling your own destiny. That's what it's about. See what we used again. LeVar Ball has become the exception to the norm, and you guys are just the norm.
Well,
you guys are the norm.
I know.
Let's not be the norm for the day.
I know. Normally, I'm not going to spend $500 on those shoes. I know exceptionally, I'm not going to spend $500 on those shoes. Okay. So he can try to create his own lane, create it for the rich people, and leave me out of it. I think
at the end of the day, he will probably be successful and do everything you say, but it's gonna be at his son's expense. All of his son's expense.
Okay, well,
it has to be
at the end of the day.
Well, we'll see. We're gonna definitely keep our eyes on the ball in the family. The Facebook is coming back here in a minute for the second season. So we doing big things over at the Ball family. So
This is The Real Game on Koola Radio.com.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, riders? This is your main man's Cal Be Easy.
And your boy, Big Marcus.
Man, we are hosts of the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. The Real Game, the game inside of the game.
Man, you can check us out live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolaRadio.com.
And you can also download our podcast 24/8 on VillaCoolaRadio.com and Google Play.
Man, we out this bitch.
Man, it's love some.
Hey, what's good, Joe? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolaRadio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
What up? This is your boy Cal Be Easy, man. I'm rolling with this thing. I'm rolling this thing with Big Marcus and Blacc from the Blacc, man. We about to do this thing real big and real official. December 22nd, December 22nd, man, Toy Drive, man. We finna do this thing real professional over in the side. No, we're not in the side. That's North Dallas. I'm on North Side. North Side. The Green Elephant, December 22nd. It's a Toy Drive, man. What's up?
I know I was only allowed 2 shameless plugs.
Black's birthday is December 21st, the day before.
Day before Thursday.
Go ahead, Blacc.
Don't tell me.
So we're gonna be in that thing on December 22nd, but the day before is my birthday. So when we in that thing and you see me, just wish me a happy belated birthday. You know, I like gifts like
all right,
tequila.
Blacc, we gotta get to
Ain't nobody
Blacc,
buying
good
no
job.
drink, man.
December 22nd, man. Get the toys for the kids, man. Your admission to the building is a toy of $10 or more. Please, don't be cheap. Buy something for the kids, man. Because the very next day they're gonna be giving to the kids of the Bethlehem. What is it?
I don't know.
Okay, it's a place on South Dallas that serves the community. We're gonna give the kids their
Bethlehem
toys.
is right. I don't know what about Bethlehem, but Bethlehem is
I'm
right.
just going to kick it with Blacc for his birthday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, don't forget about the
Smoke
kids.
a little
Man.
weed, man.
Every time we talk about this, you talk about smoking weed.
Twin.
Nigga. Sorry, that was off a movie.
All right. Hey, we've talked about this several times. Blacc, you want to know? We've talked about this several times. I finally figured it out. I figured out what's wrong with Oklahoma City. I know what it is. I have the key. I got the key. Why?
Hold on, you know you talking about my team, right?
Yes, I'm finna come right there.
Tell me what's wrong with my team.
I'm about to tell you what's wrong with them. As I'm watching them the other night, you
talking about triple overtime night?
No, not that night. The other night when Oklahoma City went back to Indiana. Paul George, he played in Indiana for I think the last 5 years. 5 years. That's when he came into the league. 5-6 years. Anyway, there's a thing when players leave, star players actually, really, when you go back, it's just a norm for the fans to boo. It's a norm. It's whether very seldom do they cheer.
Okay.
But in most cases, just to have fun with it, that's what they do. They boo. To me, hold on. Before I get into this, I want y'all to listen to this guy. I want you to listen to his tone and what he said about going back to Indiana.
I don't know if they want me to be a circus act or be out there, like a show. I played my hardest and I played hard every night. I thought I took what the city was about, and that's being blue collar. That sure was how I approached the game. Play every side of the ball. They have, now they have with Lance, the guy that they're looking for.
Did you hear his tone? Now this is after a win. They won. He is down in the dumps because the fans booed.
No,
now the question is, and I'm gonna give y'all your time. Let me finish this. I'm finna give it to you. The reason why Oklahoma City will not be a threat in the Western Conference is because the weak link is a mentally weak Paul George.
Wait, you gonna go? Did he say Oklahoma City would not be a?
Absolutely.
He says because
a mentally weak Paul George.
You telling me it's because of an interview he gave after a game?
Listen.
Based everything off of
that opened up.
Not to play on the court.
That interview, listening to him, opened up for me the eyes into his soul. And to me, I saw a weak baby. I saw a puppy that's whimpering.
Boy, you sound like Mr. Cleo.
I'm trying to tell you. That's what I saw. Oklahoma City.
The reason why his tone was like that is because he didn't perform up to his standard.
They won.
He was 3 of 13.
They won. That further lets me know. Going back home, you can't perform. So that means under pressure, you can't perform.
But the Pacers are in the East. He's not gonna have to worry about going back home in the playoffs, and they gonna make the playoffs.
Absolutely right. But when it comes down to it, I see now that Paul George would not be able to hold up his end of the deal. He is not the alpha male that I thought he was. He is not. He's not.
He got to take a back seat though.
No, he's an alpha dog. Alpha dogs don't take back seats.
He gonna have to. I'm an alpha dog, and apparently I'm in the motherfucking back seat right now. So, I mean, what is you saying, baby? What is you saying?
What I'm saying is, and Big Marcus, I want you to chime in with what your thoughts are, because you feeling some type of way.
Yeah, you gotta be pissed off over
with Melo, Paul, and Russ. Paul George is the weak link in that chain, and as they go forward, go into the postseason.
What makes him the weak link?
The weak link is,
what
not
makes
from a
him,
talent standpoint.
What makes him the weak link?
It's not about the talent. It's about the mentality. That right there was a character flaw.
And my next question to you is, did he have this flaw when he was in Indiana?
It wasn't exposed then, but it's exposed now. I didn't see it then, but I see it now.
Man, I'm gonna tell you the real reason.
Tell me because I got something else for you. Here we go. Come on with it.
The real problem is not some interview or press conference that this dude done gave. The real problem is the offense. And the fact that Oklahoma is not willing to run the offense. They settle. One of them has to shoot the ball instead of pushing it and passing it around. They tend to dribble until they figure out they can't shoot and pass it, and somebody else kind of jacks it up. So the offense is the problem. Fixable.
Now that's the same offense, pretty much the same coach that led
you got two
Oklahoma City to the best record last year in the West. Was it not the best record, but they was the top 3 team in the West?
Nah.
They wasn't?
Nah.
Okay, the first year when Billy Donovan, his first year as a coach with Kevin Durant, didn't they have the best record in the West?
That was Kevin Durant.
Okay.
And he was inheriting a team that
was
already hold on, he was inheriting a team that already knew each other and knew how to play. These dudes don't know each other.
Okay.
They don't know that Carmelo. I mean, you see it on TV, but you don't really know that Carmelo gonna hold the ball.
Excuses are tools of incompetence used to build mounds of nothingness. That's what.
Man, don't throw no.
I'm just gonna take it back to some LA Lakers shit. Like when they had a superstar team, basically their starting 5 was all stars. Just like at least 3 of the people that are starting on OKC are all stars. They're used to being the owner of, not the owner of their team, but like they're used to being the man in their team. And when you have to go from that to riding in the back seat, riding in the passenger seat, it takes some adjusting to get to. This is just year 1. So we can't close the book on them just yet. They have a nice team. But
we don't have time. We don't have time to wait, Blacc. We year 1, but Paul George is a free agent after this year.
We don't have time to wait, but we do have time.
No, we have. It has to happen this year.
It has
to happen this year.
Paul
George may not be there next year.
I'm not disagreeing.
And he shouldn't be.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
He shouldn't be.
I'm not disagreeing with you whether it has to or has not. It has to happen this year.
Absolutely.
But the season is long.
Okay. Well,
I just need you to make the playoffs. Really.
82 games long.
Right now they sit at 14-14. So we'll see. We'll see about Oklahoma City. But like I said, Cal, be easy. You heard it from me first. Paul George is the weak link on that team.
And why? Why?
I've already told you because
you heard the interview.
Well, it showed me something about it. It showed me a character flaw. But coming from a weak link, going into a stronger link, LeBron. I need a moment. Okay, I need a moment. I need quiet on the set. I need to talk to me. Self. I like to talk to myself about LeBron. I like to tell myself, you've been wrong. Okay, you've been wrong. LeBron is not leaving. He's not going to LA. He's not going. No, he's not. He is not. He is going to stay right there in Cleveland. He's going to build his empire there, Self. Okay, I know what you've been saying, right? He's going to stay home. Now,
I think LeBron turned you crazy.
I'm back. I had to talk to myself, Blacc.
I had to talk to
yourself.
yourself.
Talk to myself. He's not leaving. So real quick before we get out of it, let's just stop this talk. Let's stop the talk of LeBron leaving Cleveland. He's not going nowhere, guys. There's no reason for him to leave. Big Marcus, you said it yourself. They will come to him. They will come to him.
Blacc, it's funny how when I say some stuff on the show, like months, long time ago, you know, it's never believable.
And now it's coming to fruition.
All of a sudden, you know, a light just switch off with a bam. Oh, I realized this. Somebody been saying for months. You know what I'm saying?
Look. 2 seconds. I know y'all told me I ain't got a lot of time. LeBron not leaving Cleveland. We all know this. Like, he got his best friend with him right now in Cleveland, in Dwayne Wade, and he has some pieces around him. He's not leaving. He's not leaving.
Well, it was just in reference to some stories that came out this week.
Yeah, he's not going to Houston.
He's not going to Houston.
He's not going to L.A.
He's going to stay right there in Cleveland.
He's going to stay right there in Cleveland, and he's going to visit Akron every weekend.
We're going to get into some other LeBron talk in just a moment.
That's
we're going to get into that. I got some stuff on that too. But before we get into that, Big Mark, let's go ahead and throw it to SP with that do or die.
Do or die. Pick one.
You want to ride in the backseat of a caddy, chop it up, do or die.
Hey, shouts out to Yvonne Smitty and Daniel Dixon. We see y'all tuned in.
What up, Keller Logistics? Work hard and don't work smart.
Already appreciate you tuning in.
No, work smart and don't work hard. I'm sorry.
There you go, yeah. Cal B. Okay, Cal B. Easy. We were talking about LeVar Ball and Barkley's comments. Do or die. LeVar Ball, Mr. Daddy, your surrogate daddy.
Surrogate daddy.
Do or die. Is he bad for the game, like Barkley says?
Man, he's great for human mankind.
Okay, why is that?
Because he's learning people to create their own lane and own it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Gotcha. Blacc, how you feel about it? Is Daddy bad for the game? Do or die?
Do.
Okay, why you feel like that?
Because I don't like what he's doing. I don't like it at all. Like, I see what he's doing, but he's bad for the game, in my opinion.
Okay, all right. Big Marcus, how you feel about it?
I'm gonna say do. All money ain't good money.
All right. Well, I'll take that. Let's move on. Big Marcus, do or die. We put too much emphasis on players returning home for these games.
Too much emphasis. I would say do.
Okay.
Cause it's not like it's a playoff game.
Right. Gotcha. Blacc, how you feel about it?
Die. It makes it more intense and more competitive.
Okay. It makes the game more appealing. Cal B. Easy. How you feel about it?
Die. I like when the superstars leave and go back, and I love when the fans just boom and treat them bad. Like you say, it makes the game great.
Builds up for a good game.
Absolutely.
Gives the home player or returning player time.
And it exposes the weak ones. It exposes the weak ones.
That's what it does.
He taking shots at Paul George.
Already. Moving on. Cal B. Easy. Philadelphia, nice young team. After tanking the last few seasons.
Trust the process.
Took OKC into triple overtime last night. Do or die. Should OKC have just finished them off pretty easily with their lineup and not have gone into triple OT?
You taking shots?
No, I'm just asking the question,
okay.
Big Marcus.
Great question. Do. You got 3 bona fide superstars on your team, and that young upstart team almost took one from you. So
Right. Blacc, how you feel about that?
I go with the do. I feel like Philly is the best young team out the East, and I feel like that game should have been ended by a simple layup, and your big man couldn't score it. So, do.
All right, Big Marcus.
I'm gonna say die.
Of course.
That's the NBA, man. This is what they do, man. NBA is known for runs, and Philly went on a run at the house, at home.
Of course.
In the fourth quarter.
Of course.
Already.
We still pulled it out, though.
Already. That they did, indeed. And your man's Westbrook had a monster triple-double.
Man. As expected.
Last one. Big Marcus, do or die. Let's talk some music. You would take MC Lyte over Nicki Minaj.
For music?
Yeah, musically.
Music? Oh, I thought you were
musically. No, not fantasy-wise. Musically, you would listen to MC Lyte over Nicki Minaj. Do or die.
It's not hard.
I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna say you say MC Light over
MC
Nikki.
Light.
That's not hard.
I'm gonna go with a die.
Okay.
Just because Nikki is more current.
Okay. All right, Blacc, how you feel about it? You would prefer MC Light over Nicki Minaj?
No.
You know who MC Light is?
Look, I'm gonna take a die.
You know
Because I don't know who the fuck MC. I ain't never listened to MC Light.
No MC Light.
I've never listened to MC Light.
Wow. Okay.
I've heard of her, but I don't.
No cha-cha-cha.
Hey.
Poor Georgie.
I knew
Nikki.
Okay. All right. Cal B, how you feel about it?
And you spell the name L-Y-T-E, not L-I-G-H-T.
Right.
L-Y-T-E. Just in case you want to Google.
Well, I was thinking L-I-T-E, but I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you. It's okay. It's okay.
L-Y-T-E. Nikki, man. We grew up with MC Light, man, and what she did, but Nikki is holding her own in a male-dominated industry.
And y'all showing y'all age.
Motorsport.
And that should do or die for the week, guys.
Do or die. Pick one.
You wanna ride in the backseat of a caddy, chop it up, do or die.
What up, man? Listen, man, we're gonna go ahead and go take this thing to a break, man. We got this hot what?
While we at commercial, I need you to Google MC Light, man. I need
L-Y-T-E.
That's your homework. That's your real game.
All right.
Stay on the show. We gotta come back with something. A fact.
Okay.
L-Y-T-E.
Yeah.
All right, I got you.
Show.
For L-Y-T-E.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to a break, man. Get that video on tap. London the Great, go ahead and do your thing. Let's do it.
This is The Real Game on Koola Radio.com.
It feels like fire, it's burning up just like fire. I got that fire, baby, let it burn. I got that fire beat from K.I. Dallas, Texas representing what you suckers gotta say about it. I stay united with the A1G. Fort Worth, stand up, haters stay and you'll see. We stay away from police, you already know the story. Eyes open, mouth closed, make moves while y'all snoring. Y'all bore me with that mumble rap. Little kids probably thinking, man, what's wrong with that? Yo, I never trust a man who mumbles. He ain't a man of his word, and ain't no telling what his tongue do. He probably high off heroin or pills, drooling on himself until the truth gets spilled. Are you a snitch or a bitch that sucks dicks, that spits, confess? I can't get with that shit. You fucking with some fire spitters. I have your head cut off 7 with the rhythm that deliver. That's fire. The truth is on your fire. We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Like fire. It's burning up just like fire. I got that fire, baby. Let it burn.
One flame, 2 flame, 3 flames, 4. Make way, fire marshal coming through the door. If you didn't come to party, what you come for? Got them bottles of Ciroc headed to the floor. I know you see me, Don't shade my way, my Attitude at the door, can I have fun? I hate to burn a beat up like I'm Scion. Hair done fit fly, that's no lie. Shoes match, I'ma catch, winkle right eye. Got an A on my chest, super sci-fi. Kill 'em dead, what I said, rock a bye-bye. Crazy acting, they don't know how to act. Grip the mic and jumped on chaotic track. Feeling myself, I crept up from the back. Set it ablaze, turn the stage into a cul-de-sac.
The roof is on your fire. We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Like fire. It's burning up just like fire. I got that fire, baby. Let it burn.
Legit. Call me Junior, got the fire like 400 degrees. They hate me so much right now I'm like Khalees. Please, I ignore the he and she say, cause I don't have beef like Chick-fil-A. And you can say that drummer for love and hip-hop. I be chillin' so hard I don't put on flip-flops. Kick rocks, say the dots, it's a lot on my mind. Why you sweating me like the kid is mine? It ain't no compromise, prime time Dion. They ain't come to see you, Otis, I feel like Leon. Tempting peons to step step up their game. No role model, but could show you some things. Niggas is commode, I mean full of shit. Niggas is by sorta, call them trash man. Then call a fireman, cause what I got hot. About to burn some shit down, I feel like left out.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let that motherfucker burn.
Like fire, it's burning up just like fire. Got that fire, baby. Let it burn, let it burn.
Chaotic
.com. Tell your friends.
Hey, what's going down, man? This is the real game, man. Your boys Cal Beats and Big Marcus, man. Also, Blacc from the Blocc is kicking it with us today, man. Doing this thing real major, real official. Before we went out of the last break, we had a homework assignment for you, sir. Yeah.
See, that was a homework.
So what do you think about MCLYTE light?
You didn't have to spell it, but I liked it.
You liked it?
I did.
Cha-cha-cha. Okay, cool.
You was mad because I wasn't bobbing my head, but I liked it.
Yeah, you was listening though, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You didn't disrespect the, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a problem, Blacc. It would have been a problem. Shout out. Let me say something real quick, personal, man. My sister, man, she's been killing me. We got T-shirts. We got the T-shirts. They're gonna get your T-shirt, and you are invited to the toy drive. I don't know why I have to say that personal, but anyway. We was talking about LeBron.
Make sure you bring a toy.
Oh yeah, you gotta bring a toy. I can't get you in the door without a toy. Bring a toy, $10 toy, please.
But I got T-shirts for all y'all.
Got T-shirts. Real thing.
Man,
okay.
I got a shout out.
What's up?
Shout out to all the dudes who lost their girlfriend to their side chick.
What the hell?
That's a
lost a
girl to their side chick.
They girl.
Shout out to all the dudes
who lost their woman
who
to their side chick.
Yeah, who lost their woman to their side chick.
Why didn't they just all get along and just have a great time? That's more of my show. I'm sorry. Y'all catch the block every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That was number 2.
That's number 2. Good job. LeBron. We was talking about. We went from 1 weak link, Paul George, to a stronger link in LeBron James, and we talked. I had my self-reflective moment of him not leaving Cleveland. No need. However, there was some conversation. Blacc had brought up, the Jordan James conversation, and I kind of had my, we all had our thing to say about that. However, I want to talk. We just want to talk about his greatness, because I think we don't even realize 15 years in, this guy's tip top 29, 8, 8. 29 points, 8 rebounds. It's in his 15th year. We haven't seen this. Now, we haven't seen a guy like LeBron, but what he's doing in 15 years, guys that's good don't do in year 1 through 5.
True that.
He's doing it in 15 years. 15th year, rather.
I'm amazed at just how long he can stay on the top level as one of the best in the league. But my question to you, and this is kind of how we got started, was, is he the Tom Brady of the NBA? Where I haven't saw, and the reason I say the Tom Brady is because I never saw anybody 40 years old do the things that Tom Brady is doing. And he's been doing. It ain't like every year I can count on Tom Brady, just like every year I can count on LeBron James. So that was my
good question, Blacc. I want you to answer that question, but before you answer that question, let me give you some stats here to kind of guide you to an answer.
All right.
Help you out. Championships. Brady is 4-3, 4 wins, 3 losses. LeBron 3-5, 3 wins, 5 losses. Brady has 2 MVPs. LeBron has 4 MVPs. Brady has 12 Pro Bowls. LeBron James has 13 All-Star appearances. Brady has 14 division titles. LeBron James, which play on a more individual basis as far as the basketball team, you know, less players. He has 11 first team All NBA selections. He has 5 first team All Defensive selections. So that just kind of give you a little breakdown of what the 40-year-old is doing and what the 15-year veteran LeBron James is doing. So with that being said, and what you know, is he the Tom Brady of the NBA?
Essentially, at this time period, yes. Absolutely. He runs the league just like Tom Brady basically runs the league at this point. If you're talking about all time, I'd say no, but that's a different story. Right now, if you're comparing the top player in the NBA versus the top player in the NFL, the conversation is that of LeBron James and Tom Brady.
Okay.
Hey, I was just amazed. I mean, you know, 15 years, man. You know, I just want to know what these guys do to, you know, how much weed you smoking, how much steroids you taking, how much drugs,
steroids.
You know, you doing something. You know what I'm saying? 15 years straight, man. You ain't never been out. You know, I just want to know how much weed. What that weed is, man.
You know what? I feel like you're taking it too far. But this ain't my show. This ain't my show. Cause this is why I feel about it. I've been raised under the concept of if you don't use it, you lose it. And these people are using it every day of their lives for the most part. Like even when it's off season, they're practicing, they're doing something. So I understand that he's 15 years in and Tom Brady's 40 years old, and there might be a steroid issue in there somewhere. But I was just
joking with that.
I'm about to say, but I also believe that if you continuously have a workout plan that you do every day, like you're gonna lose some of it, but not as much as smokers like me and you.
That's coming from a young dude. We trying to give you the.
Oh, because you like Tom Brady age.
Blacc, one more shot at our
age. You can say that now, like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna never lose my, you know, my speed. I'm always. You never seen. He's not the only one that works every day and, you know, trains. People lose their ability or their skills over time.
Everybody's body is different too.
True that. People even have to go to the extreme of changing their game. Like Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Jordan stopped driving, now Jordan doing this fade away that was unstoppable. LeBron hadn't had to change his game at all.
You don't feel that way?
No. He's still coming through the lane like a freight train.
I feel like he's changed his game. I feel like he doesn't go through the lane as much as he used to because of that fact, but I don't.
I tell you this, I see him change his game as opposite. He goes down low now. You know what I'm saying? Where if at the beginning of his career, he never played down on the box. You know?
I feel you.
So it's just kind of amazing, man. I think it's that good weed, B.
Well, it may be, man. It may be, but I like the comparison. I think it's great. It's on point. It's a necessary conversation to have because of what LeBron is doing and what Tom Brady. I call him the 40-year-old. I just call him flat. I flat out say the 40-year-old up in Boston. You know, we pass name. So I want to go ahead and wrap that up because that is some solid stuff right there, and we're going to continue to see those guys.
Hopefully
get better. I mean, they are playing at the top of their game at the age and at the longevity that they're playing. I want to transition. I do want to transition though into what we discussed last week. Giancarlo Stanton signing with the New York Yankees.
We broke the news on the real game.
It was a breaking news story.
Yeah, we broke it here.
See, that's my greatness coming to light.
We was right behind ESPN when we broke it. Just 2 seconds earlier. Maybe a minute.
Really
maybe a minute too.
You just pulled the rug right from under.
No, we broke it.
We did.
We broke it. We broke it to the people that didn't know. I mean,
that's true. That's true. We did.
You know what I'm saying?
And because it was such new, we didn't have the information we have now to talk about it today.
No, we just want to let people know.
No, because we got some good stuff today. We got some good stuff, Blacc. You check this out. We've heard from Giancarlo. we've heard from the pundits, we heard from everybody, but we haven't heard from the captain himself. Let's go to the captain. Let's see what he got to say. Got the captain.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
You know, prior to us obtaining or acquiring the organization, we had heard that, you know, Giancarlo had said that he would not want to be a part of a rebuild. And, you know, those sentiments were relayed to us after we had took over the organization. And, you know, one thing that I understand is that, you don't want to have someone that does not want to be with your organization. You know, he signed his contract, a well-deserved contract. He had a no-trade clause in his contract. He earned it. He negotiated it. And so from that standpoint, it is what it is. So we met with him. We talked to him. We spoke to him our plans of going forward in the future. And you know, he wanted to continue his career elsewhere. So we went out. We spoke with teams and presented him with his options. And, you know, this is where he ended up going. So for us, it gives us flexibility.
So that was the captain, Derek Jeter, and he's been getting drilled. And you had made a comment earlier in the week that he was praised in New York, but now he's on the ownership side. Oh, he was getting killed in his first day on a job. I'm just saying, quote unquote. However, but if you listen to what he said, what we know as far as the financial side of it, that they just, you know, they're not filling the seats down at the stadium. That it's a new stadium, not filling the seats. From a business move, they just had to move the salary. But what we don't realize is Derek Jeter said, listen, we're part of a rebuilding process. And they actually did him a favor by going to him and say, listen, I know there's a no-trade clause, but we're going to do you a favor, and we want to get you into a winning situation. See, that's what happened. The teams that wanted him back were all winning teams. So Derek Jeter, as much as he's getting beat up on, he actually put Giancarlo Stanton in a very, very good position going forward. And what we have to understand is this. One thing, another thing too. He has 9 years left on his contract. 9 years. Only 3 he has to do before he can get out of the contract. So I thought Derek Jeter did a fabulous job in relieving the Marlins organization of that contract, and also appeasing Giancarlo Stanton and putting him in a better situation, because they are rebuilding in Florida. They are rebuilding.
I think you're totally wrong.
Good job. Good job.
You know, you spoke for 2-3 minutes. It just real talk. I mean, I'm fucking with you, but real talk. You are correct. Derek Jeter did the right thing. He was, you know, but he was also wrong, because you can't explain to the people of Miami why you traded the reigning MVP right after he won it. You know what I'm saying? To a team that you used to play for.
That's what looked bad.
I don't care how you spend it. I don't care if you ain't got enough money.
Yeah.
You keep that dude.
Yeah.
Because that's the only dude that Miami knows. Now they feel robbed. Now they feel... Put it like this. They was having money problems before Jeter bought the team, right? When he bought the team, they $400 million in debt. He bought it for $1.1 billion. It's kind of like George Bush and Obama. He inherited the problems, but he's gonna always get blamed for the problems. You know, no matter what he do. And that's how I see that. So he was in a no-win situation to begin with.
Right.
He should have kept Carlos Stanton.
In my argument is he did what he thought was best for the bottom line. The bottom line was and is, we have a low-performing team. Yes, we do have the MVP of the National League, but we have a low-performing team with a payroll that is absorbed by his contract.
True that.
So, with that being said,
but you the team, or who are you for? You are for your fans, right? You are for Miami, and you got to do what you think. You got. It's like a balancing thing. You got to make sure that the fans are happy and getting what they want, and understand what you're trying to do, because you just built a stadium with their money. So that makes them extra pissed off, because now I'm paying taxes and paying money on this shit. You know what I'm saying? That
I'm thinking more like, why don't you just keep them and just not go through a rebuilding year? Why don't you?
You got to rebuild.
Why don't you make pieces move towards you instead of getting rid of the reigning MVP, somebody who's bringing you what they're bringing to the table? You don't necessarily have to rebuild. Like, I understand rebuilding. The Browns, and I know I'm talking about football, but the Browns have been rebuilding for fucking shit at least 6-7 years, and they still haven't gotten it right. So why not put pieces around the piece that you already have in order to try to shift some shit versus breaking it down to rebuild it?
Yeah, we got to get out of here real quick.
Come back to it.
Yeah, we gonna come back. We gonna come back to it, but yeah, I'll tell you what, because I'm finna get into something. I was gonna answer direct. So let's go ahead, SP. We'll go ahead and take this break. We're gonna get back into this on the other side. We got that Breezy coming up, and don't forget,
man,
this week is a huge week for the Breezy. It's a huge week for the Breezy. Huge week. So let's go ahead and take a break. We're gonna come back.
This is The Real Game on VillaCoolaradio.com.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, riders? This is your main man's Cal Be Easy.
And your boy, Big Marcus.
Man, we are hosts of the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. The Real Game, the game inside of the game.
Man, you can check us out live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolaradio.com.
And you can also download our podcast 24/8 on VillaCoolaradio.com and Google Play.
Man, we out this bitch.
Man, it's love some.
Hey, what's good, yo? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolaradio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
Yeah, tell your friends, man. Tell your friends, man. Villa Cooler Media, man. We in this thing, man. We are doing something real major, real official, man. 2018 is already under our feet. When we are opening up soon over the Sunshine Side, man. Hit us up for all things media, man. Whether it's commercial, whether it's movie, whether it's video, whether it's advertisement for your business, man. We can do everything, all things media. Shout out to Yana the Guillotine, man. Villa Cooler family on the West Coast. On the West Coast, man. I'm telling you, we're just not here, man. We are everywhere. And download the Villa Cooler Radio app to get all music, our show, The Real Game, and the Blacc as well. And if you want a podcast, if you want to do something that we're doing, we can set you up. All you need is just get your stuff together. We got everything you need. We got that for you too. Do it on Villa Cooler Radio.
We do acting B, give acting classes every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 to 9. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, y'all gonna run that commercial?
Nah, you got banned in all countries.
Damn.
The show actually got banned in all countries because of this commercial.
Let's get back into some sports talk, man. Let's get back into some sports talk. Blacc, you posed a question before we got to the last topic about why can't Florida...
All countries.
I'm just waiting, baby.
I just need help.
Even the Taliban can do it.
ain't that on SP, man. That ain't on me. That's on SP. That's not on me, man. I did what I was asked to do. Now, the super producer got to do his checkpoints.
I love to call me like, man, our show is bad. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm gonna put what's left of my foot in your ass. I'm gonna kill him, sugar.
Hey, listen. Let's get back on track here, but let's get back on track.
This y'all's show. My show comes on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's called The Block with me and Stephanie Love.
Okay, let's do this, because that breezy thing is coming up, man. Just a moment. But I do want to get into something you said before we transition, move on to our next conversational piece. Florida Marlins, bringing the talent down there. Yeah, they can try to bring the talent down there. The problem is you have to have the revenue to pay, right? You have to have the revenue. So when you're only sending 14,000 people per game to your home state, to your home games, you just don't have that revenue, because you're getting Major League Baseball revenue sharing from other teams, but you have to have other revenue. For example, real quick, the New York Yankees. The reason why they can just pay as much as they want, remember, they're gonna have 40,000 to 50,000 people per game at their field. Also, they have the Yes Network. They have their own network. So the kind of money that they have, they can pay a Judge, a Stan, a Gary Sanchez. They can pay these guys big money versus Florida Marlins. They just don't have the revenue to bring another big-time superstar down to their park.
So they're going to do it by committee. They're going to have to get a bunch of not-so-great players together to be great.
Right.
You know.
Well, they haven't really been good since
they won
a World Series back in 2002.
They done won 2, and after each.
That's right.
I was about to say about 10 or 15 years ago. Like,
but every time they win, the next following year they break the whole team up.
Yeah,
which is dumb.
It's about money. It's at the
I
end
know
of the day,
that,
it's about money.
but it's still dumb.
This week, this past Monday, Big Marcus hit me up, man. Hit me up with a great story. Great story. The NFL Network. Listen. This sexual allegation thing, man, is heavy. It's hot and it's heavy, and it touched the sports world this past week. You had six individuals, former players, also one executive. They were put on suspension for sexual harassment allegations, misconduct, whatever you want to call it. However, and I'm gonna get into those names. Absolutely, I'm gonna get into those names. Marshall Faulk, we know Marshall Faulk, Heath Evans, Ike Taylor, Donovan McNabb, which is no longer with the network. He's on ESPN, but they suspended him as well. Eric Davis, which is not on the network, he on ESPN Radio, has a show there. He's suspended as well. And Warren Sapp, he was fired in 2015.
Mike Irvin?
Mike Irvin made the cut. He actually made the cut. He did not get accused of any sexual misconduct.
Oh man!
So, but the lady who accused them, her name is Jamie Cantor, and she worked from 2006 to 2016. She was fired this last year. She's filing a suit because she said she was fired illegally. She was a wardrobe stylist, and I was reading some of the comments that what she accused these guys of doing. Listen, it was text messages. So, one of the guys sent her a photo, a video of him masturbating, jacking off. Marshall Faulk exposed his genitals. His man jumped to him.
Self bought sex toys for every year.
But what was interesting about it, I said, you know what? I got to see her. She got to be a bad one.
Nah, I did the same thing. After reading what Warren Sapp did, pissing in front of her.
Yeah.
I was like, man, this gotta be.
Now you remember Warren Sapp? He was fired because of the prostitution.
The 2 prostitutes.
Yeah.
Super Bowl weekend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but just getting back on point.
Y'all Google Jamie Cantor.
I googled her. She's like 40 or 50.
She must have her body must be something else, because I looked at her. I was like, no.
I couldn't really find a body shot.
I mean, either.
I was looking for one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But really couldn't find one. But this is where we are at now. And you think about, all the people that went down so far. You have not. The sports world is going to be infected the most because of the atmosphere of the sports world, and sexual harassment is rapid in the sports world.
Because a lot of sports
not
are
saying
male
it's right.
dominated.
Yeah,
the sports industry in itself. But once you get into specific sports, that is a male-dominated industry.
Hey, I'm sorry. Is this her?
Jane? No, did you? No. You just put no. That's not her.
Oh, because it says Jamie Cantor.
No, Cantor. Cantor, Cantor.
Okay, well I'm
Jamie, J-E-J-A-M-I. C. I'm sorry. C as in Cali, A as in apple, N as in.
I found it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
That's Wait a minute.
That's her.
That's her right there.
That's her.
They did what?
Yeah. They did a lot of.
But then let me ask you this, and I'm just gonna be real.
For how many jelly beans? What?
Yeah. I wish we had a picture of it. But
oh my goodness.
You know, I have to admit, you know what I'm saying, every job I probably have, you know, I ain't bought any sex toys or anything, but men tend to be
a little bit more forward, fun.
Yeah. And
bro, she looks like a horse.
Hey, now,
looks like a horse.
Well, on the real game, we don't do that.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm sorry. I won't say that no more. I won't say she looks like a horse anymore. I won't do it.
But it's you. I'm not gonna be shocked, but don't be surprised how many people goes down because of this. And I'm gonna say this: it's just not sports. Whenever men run something, business or something like that, and they're in power, they tend to
kind of use some of their influence.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
Yeah,
we're dogs by nature. We're savages. We're beasts. We take the land over. That's what we do.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that part.
We're savages. That's why men sometimes get in trouble.
You know what? I just feel like.
But she had to be a jump off. She
and that's where I was going. Yeah. That's where I was going because she's not one of those people that you just like, oh my gosh, she works here. I need to holler at her. Like, no, she probably persuaded the dudes.
If all those guys, and I see what Blacc from the block, what he's saying, it makes sense.
That sounds just like a dude. A dude would say that. A dude would say that. You know what I'm saying?
But
it sounds like common sense.
All these guys do. They're not just saying.
Don't go down that line.
They're not just saying, "Hey, sexy lady." You went from 2 minutes to wrap it up.
Right.
Real quick. I know I'm finna get out of there. However, all I'm saying is, for those guys to be doing the things that they're doing,
can't pull the screen down.
Because those guys are doing what they're doing, it suggests to me that they talked about it. These guys talked about that. Hey, Jamie, man, she did. Jamie that. Jamie did something. I'm just saying. Too much nasty stuff was going on at the NFL Network, man.
Way too much. Way too much. Bro, we all work at the same place right now. Like, if I see a chick and I end up hitting the chick and y'all okay with it, and I tell y'all, hey, bro, like, she going for it. And you do it, and then next thing you know, we got sexual harassment cases on us.
I guess
because I didn't hit already, and I slapped
where y'all
on the
come from, because y'all come from a man's point.
What are you?
I'm gonna say, what the fuck?
I'm finna, represent the
ladies.
Come on, man, hurry up, man. We gotta get into this breeze, man. I like what's finna happen.
I do too.
You've been around somebody that worked for so long, you tend to be comfortable with that person, and you tend to say whatever you feel. You know what I'm saying? Well, regardless of how she comes on, you know what I'm saying? You sometimes test the waters. And that's basically how I kind of see this. You ain't got to do nothing to have these dudes do this or do that.
How many times have you randomly sent a video of you masturbating to a woman?
Come on, man.
Without it being warranted.
Come on, man. How many times you just put your nuts on a woman? Just put your nuts on.
Just teabagging for no reason.
No. I'm talking about at work. Hey. Oh, Lord, we got to get out of here. Let's go. We got to go. Get to those breezes. Let's play it.
Yes.
Who is the hottest bitch in the game? Cal Be Easy's Breezes.
I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem.
Hey man, this week we're gonna get right into it, man. This is gonna be a special week today. It's gonna be a make or break week. Let me tell you something. We are right here.
Yeah.
We are right here. We
We're
are
at the
4
end.
weeks in with Jessica Genshell. If she wins today, she will join Jada Baby 88 in the all prestigious Cal Be Easy Hall of Fame. So let's get right into it. Jessica Genshell, I have said it many times before. This is a beautiful, beautiful lady. She probably go about Blacc gonna hit me out with this too. Blacc, what you think? She's about 5'5", 5'4", 5'5"?
No, I give her a little taller now. I'm thinking like 5'6", 5'7".
5'6", 5'7". Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, let me tell you something. She works out. Her legs are firm. She has a nice ring back there.
She look like she go running with the horses.
Yeah, she might could kick you like one too.
Probably.
Beautiful eyes. Beautiful eyes. She has those chestnut eyes, man. I'm telling you, just make you melt when you look at them. She's like I said, she's light skinned, but not real light. She's not a yellow light, but she has a lighter complexion, and she's fit. She's put together. She drinks her water. She gets her rest, and she take care of her body. Jessica Genshell, man, check her out. She's a socialite just in the city. She got some things working. Just check it out. She's also Black and German, so that kind of give you an idea of what she's working with. However, on the flip side of that coin, her challenger, she's also mixed with a little something too. And I'm talking about bad and sexy.
I'm hearing some size and shit. I need to see the challenger.
Yes, sir. L.A.China. I don't know what the LA stands for, but it does not matter.
It stands for Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
That's where she's from.
Oh, she's from LA, but guess what? She's in the D now. She's in the D. You can catch her. She is an entertainment exotical. Big Marcus.
Did you say you're going to give her the D?
No. She lives in the D.
Oh.
She lives
I
in
thought I heard
the
you going to give her the D.
She lives in the D.
Oh.
The triple D. Now, she's an entertainment exotical. Big
AKA
Marcus.
stripper.
AKA she does some strange for some change.
Triple D.
Triple
2,
D.
3.
Triple D.
I
Okay, Black.
think we got 3.
Let me get back to the riders.
All right, my bad, brother. My bad.
Here. Jessica, L.A.China, Los Angeles, China is what she like to go by. You can catch her at V Live. You can also catch her at Onyx as well.
You can catch her.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you something. She is beautiful. She is Black, but she seems to be mixed with a little bit of Asian persuasion, cause she has a little slant on her eye. No thing at the racial stuff. None of that. But I'm just telling you. I'm trying to give you a description of what she look like if you're not watching her right now.
Thick thighs.
Yeah, she's ready, man. She's
Fat.
fit. She's nice. She has a very, very pretty complexion, very smooth complexion as well. Eyes are pretty. She gets her rest. She drinks her water. She is beautiful. You hear me? She's absolutely
thick.
stunning.
She's thick.
Yeah, she probably Black. What you think about what? Now she's maybe 5'5", 5'6", maybe. She's a short one. She's a short.
Yeah, she does look short.
Yeah, she's a short one, but
she's about 5'4", 5'5" type.
Okay. Give her baby. They maybe 115.
Give her 115.
Maybe.
I'm thinking like 125. Do you see that ass right there?
Yeah,
that's like a few extra 10 pounds.
Yeah, she's dragging. Her wagon is dragging. So let's go ahead. This is a special week. We got Blacc on the block. He's here, so we're gonna go ahead and throw this thing into. We're gonna throw this thing.
Hold on. What? I want to just say how important this is.
I thought I said that already.
I want to read.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
You know, this is Hall of Fame, Black. Make it or break.
Okay.
So.
And we only have one Hall of Fame out of 40 shows.
And I gotta go first.
No, you ain't gotta go first.
No.
I need to compare them.
Okay.
Well, we got photos, so if you need me to toggle back and forth.
Who you want to go first?
London the Great.
Nah, he don't want to go.
He don't want to go first. He's still thinking about it. SP gonna give me an answer. SP, what you got?
Going for the champion.
Jessica, he's been pretty consistent. Jessica Genshell is SP's choice. Big Marcus.
I am going for the future Hall of Famer, aka champion. Welcome.
Jessica Genshell. Okay, we are there. We are almost there. London the Great, have we made any type of progress with our vote? He's thinking.
Go with your mind.
The champ, Jessica Genshell. I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and get Blacc vote. I want to hear what Blacc got to say, but we have something special that just brewed.
It's unanimous, gentlemen.
It's unanimous.
I'm going with the champ.
Jessica Genshell.
Get him, champ.
Great job, Jessica. Great job. 5 weeks, sweetie. You have made it. You are a Cal Be Easy Breezy.
For life.
What's that?
For life.
For life. Once you in, you are in, Jessica. You are most definitely in. We're gonna try to get in contact with you and send you some Villa Koola paraphernalia once we can. She's always welcome to come make it. Yeah, we gonna make that happen, man. We got to make that happen. Jada Baby 88. Move over, Jada Baby 88. You have company. However, L.A. China, you did show up. You definitely showed out.
Yes, she did.
Any other day, you would do very well. However, today was not your day. But she does get a parting gift.
Bye, bye. I don't need you in my life. Bye, bye. Can we talk about it? Hell no.
Hey, that was a new one, bro.
Yeah, we switched it up.
That was a new one. I like that. I like that.
Switched it up. Jessica Janshell for winning. There you go.
Hi, Miss Parker.
Hey, we just gonna keep it sweet and simple. Jessica, congratulations.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Come to the studio.
Yes, you went through a gamut. You had five worthy challenges every single week, but you made it through. So, with that being said, Jessica Janshell, congrats again. Next week, we're gonna start with a clean new slate. We're gonna have two new breezes, and they're gonna be vying for that all prestigious Cal Be Easy's breezes.
Who is the hottest bitch in the game? Cal Be Easy's breezes.
I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem.
What's that?
I was just thinking, you know what I'm saying? We need you to start doing something special if they
I'm on it.
You know, like giving a scholarship away, you know, $1,000 from Cal Be Easy.
Let's go ahead.
Hey, look, I'm about to be out of here, but I'm gonna let y'all know. Make sure y'all catch Blacc on the Block with Stephanie Love every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I appreciate the time I've had with y'all. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all show back because I'm retarded. And love y'all. Appreciate the Facebook.
Good
listeners.
job, Blacc. Good job. Let's go ahead, Big Mark, man. We're gonna take a break, man. We're gonna get our set back together, kick Blacc off, man. We'll get to it in just a moment.
Get out your birds and stuff.
This is The Real Game on VillaKoolaRadio.com.
Still standing here. I'm still standing here. I've been through the struggle, through the storm, through the maze, but I'm still standing here today. Could have died 100 times out here hustling, trying to shine. God showed me another way.
If you listening to these words, bro, I bet you can relate. See, I come from the gutter with them hustlers who persuade. The struggle pushed me into what I first could not conceive. Cutting cookies down to 20s, about to post up for this cream. One day when it was raining, I was out there trying to get it. My daddy pulled up on me, he say, son, I need a 50. I told him that's a no-go, so he read it to my granny. After that, I knew this game was not for me. I love my family. Narcotics killed my daddy, got my little bro doing time. Took my nephew from my sister, murdered in some terror palms. But lessons turn to blessings when we put together palms. Bow our head, asking God to help us make it through these storms. His scripture offers wisdom. His grace is why I'm living. His mercy kept me free from spending borrowed time in prison. With this borrowed time I'm giving, man, I got to make a difference. Watch me overcome these hurdles. Thinking further, can I get a witness, huh?
I've been through the struggle, through the storm, through the maze, but I'm still standing here today. Could have died 100 times out here hustling, trying to shine. God showed me another way. Show me another way. I've been through the struggle, through the storm, through the maze, but I'm still standing here today. Could have died 100 times out here hustling, trying to shine. God showed me another way.
I thought I wouldn't make it, but I did, so I'm thankful. Bullets could have split my wig against the kid, got an angel. every time I feel I got back up like I'm supposed to. Mama raised a soldier to success, I'm getting closer. Lost inside these mazes, flipping pages in my folders. Everything I write come from the heart, that's why it's soulful. If I never take this global and stay local, it's okay. But I'm hopeful that my words will help some see a brighter day. In the ghetto war, it's great, we get lemonade up out them lemons. In the face of great distress, we don't digress, we just keep building. In a way, I feel like life is just a test to give us wisdom. When I pray for guidance, so making the best decisions. Any day could be my last. Time ticking away too fast. In the midst of the storms, I lift up my arms and praise them with all I had. This truth that I give will last. The pain that you feel will pass. In the midst of your storms, just lift up your arms and praise them with all you have.
I've been through the struggle, through the storm, through the maze, but I'm still standing here today. Could've died 100 times, acting less than trying to shine. God, show me another way. Show me another way. I've been through the struggle, through the storm, through the maze.
Man, it's your boys Cabbies and Big Marcus, man. Blacc is gone from the block. Blacc is gone from the block.
Man, I like having somebody who agree with me most of the time.
Well, you know, hey, both of y'all were haters. We ball and, you know, saw things a certain way. It's all good, but Blacc man did a great job, man. So you can always check him out, huh?
Your fan working.
Man, yeah,
I
my
was
fan.
gonna say something, but I didn't want to be rude and call you out in front of guests.
What
but
what?
You sure been, you know, hogging the fan, man. You know.
Buy your own.
That's how we do it now?
Buy your own. Yeah, this mine. Buy your own fan.
It's just funny how people attitude change, man. You know, you was on the block earlier, you had a different shirt on. And then like we went anywhere, we stayed here, we're on an hour between.
I'm trying to create an illusion. I'm trying to create the illusion of, oh wow, they was doing it there, now they're doing it here. Was it the same day? It's kind of like the show Cheaters. You know, Cheaters aired the same day, but they changed clothes. That's what I'm doing. I'm creating the illusion. Come on, Big Marcus, you got to catch up, sir. Catch up.
You got to slow down, man.
There you go.
We know it, man. You going to have a makeup artist and wardrobe.
What are the fluffers?
Now,
I want the fluffer.
You do want a fluffer.
What is
but I don't know if you really want a fluffer.
Is that sexual harassment stuff? Fluffer? What is a fluffer? If it's sexual harassment stuff, I don't want it.
It can't be sexual harassment because it's sexual harassment. It's their job to sexual harass.
Oh,
or sexual assault. No, they ain't sexual
not
assault.
Assault. I don't want
they
assault.
not assaulting you.
Okay.
In the way they are. Moving on.
It's
man.
okay.
Moving
Okay.
on,
I'm more confused
I'm gonna talk
than
to
I was going in.
I'm gonna talk to you off next
Okay.
commercial.
Okay.
And then you can tell me if
I want the fluff or not.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll talk about that in just a moment. Hey man, listen. The NFC race has become interesting, to say the least. Now, teams have kind of broke away. You have Philadelphia, you have Minnesota. You also have the Saints and the Carolina Panthers, Los Angeles Rams. However, out of those teams, the best one, this is something. The best one, we do not need to talk about anymore. Carson Wentz, he's done for the season, right? He's done for the season. And
you don't believe in a backup?
No, I do not.
Who is the backup? Oh, you know who the backup is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Nick Foltz.
It doesn't matter. But let's go ahead, SP. Let's hear from Carson himself, and then we're going to come back, Big Morgan, and do some talking about it.
I can promise to everybody, all my fans out there in the Philly area and North Dakota area, you know, all across this country, that this will not stop me going forward. I will come back stronger than ever. I will use this as motivation, and I will be attacking it this whole process as I recover. But at the end of the day, this year we still have something special, you know.
He said something. They had something special. Yeah, they had something special.
I don't wonder why you played the clip, man. He done.
Well, it was just him.
It
was him.
30 seconds of the show.
It was him letting people know that he's okay. Thanks for the well wish, because it was a much longer clip, but we just kind of needed. We just got what we needed for the real game.
But you understand where I'm coming from?
What's that?
He's done, so we ain't even.
Well, the reason why I brought the clip in was because Philadelphia, they do have the best record in the NFC. Okay, tied for the best record in the NFL. However, losing Carson Wentz, they're no longer, to me, in the conversation. Okay.
True that.
They were one of my teams that I did favor to go to the Super Bowl. I had a couple of teams. Now, as I look at that NFC race, it opens the door even more for a Minnesota Viking team. It opens the door more for a Los Angeles, an upstart Rams team.
True that. Someone has to benefit from this.
Right.
That was one of the questions I posed to you. Who benefits from Philly losing their quarterback?
And upon further review, as I looked at that question and kind of dove into it, I looked at those top tier teams. I looked at the Minnesota Vikings, the New Orleans Saints. I looked at those teams, but I tell you who benefits from it. To use that word benefit, I like right now what the Seahawks are doing. They're playing. They're playing. They lost last week. However, I like what Russell Wilson is having a MVP type season.
You skipped 7 teams to go all the way down to not 7.
No, you said benefit. Now listen, I said the top tier teams. You have your Vikings, your Saints, your Panthers. You have those teams. You have your Rams. But what I'm saying is because
how do they benefit?
Because now you're not going to play. Who's ever playing Philadelphia, and in a few weeks we'll know who's playing who. You're not playing that team at full strength, right?
Seattle is not in the playoffs right now.
Seattle will be in the playoffs. They will be in the playoffs, okay? And we're going to get into another team that's going to be in the playoffs too. That's going to make a whole. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's not wait. Mr. Discount Double Check is back in the building. He's back. Matter of fact, let's go to Mr. Discount Double Check, and we're going to come back and holler at it.
There's a lot of people to thank for this opportunity to play this week. Obviously, my doctors Elatrosh and Edamura in California doing the surgery did a great job. Heather with the rehab the first 10 days in LA, which was really important, I think, to the overall healing. And then obviously the guys in here and our training staff, Nate Weir, Brian Engel, Doc McKenzie, working with those guys every day was really important. And then the support from the guys in the locker room as well through this period. And then Brett, Brett played really well, especially the last 2 weeks, to give us the opportunity to be here and have a conversation. And I'm thankful to be able to play.
For those who don't know who Mr. Discount Double Check is, that's Aaron Rodgers. That's Mr. Aaron Rodgers. We call him around here Mr. December, right?
Man, who pulling these clips?
Yours truly, sir. Yours truly.
Oh, okay.
Yours truly. What's the problem?
No, man.
Do we have a?
No, man.
Okay, the Carson wins. Maybe we could have cheered on the win, but we needed Mr. Discount Double Check. Mr. Discount Double Check is back, and we know what he does in December. All he do is win. And Green Bay is not in the playoffs right now.
That's my point exactly. We was talking about the top teams and who benefits, and you bring up 2 teams that are not even in the playoffs.
But
Green Bay plays Carolina, Minnesota, and Detroit.
They have a tough road. They have a tough road to hoe. But if I believe in anybody, I believe in the best football player in the NFL.
Sometimes it's too late.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Things are too late.
We will see, but I believe in Green Bay. And actually, as I look at the standings, Green Bay and Seattle, and look that up, statistician, if you don't mind, sir, to tell me the actual positions of those teams. But as I look at the standings, they're both right there on the cusp.
They right there with the Cowboys.
Well, the Cowboys, when you look at the mathematics of it, they're done. You could put a 4. Green Bay is. No. Seattle has a better chance than Green Bay. But I expect Green Bay to run the table. They're gonna run the table. They're gonna beat those teams.
I don't believe none of them gonna make it. Seattle, Green Bay.
I need the NFC
Dallas,
playoff picture.
But I'm gonna tell you this: Seattle plays. Who do they play? They play a top team. Oh, they play the Rams, right?
Yes.
They play the Rams. If they lose to the Rams and Cowboys can beat them, then.
What the fuck?
He's back.
Can I scoot in a little bit?
I think we need a commercial.
Yeah, let's take a special.
No, bro, I am the commercial.
Shut me in my pinky toe. I'm gonna put what's left of my foot in your ass. I'm gonna kill him, sugar.
See, this is the shit they put on the block, man.
Yeah, this is new for me. I can't wrap my thoughts around what he just did. I feel violated. I feel bullied.
I wasn't gonna come back, but I had a good time, so I wanted to come back. But my shirt was wet because I used it to dry.
Man, you feel like what's the chick, the wardrobe?
I feel like her. I do. I feel like Jamie. I just earlier you talked about cock rings on the block in a room full of men, and then you come back into a full room with a man with a towel wrapped around him, no shirt. I feel some type of way, Blacc. I do.
You play football?
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay. I didn't come out.
Too much.
This is the
You know
real
what?
game.
Yeah, I don't want that game inside the game. What happened? Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, go ahead, plug me. I can't hear myself no more.
You over here? I got you.
You got me?
Yeah, I got you. Give me a second.
Okay, hold on. Can you hear me? Is my mic live?
Yeah, mic live.
Okay, well, this I don't want that game inside the game. So let's just go ahead and SP. You ain't got to rush me this time to a break. Let's go ahead and take a break. We'll come back on the other side.
On the other
This
side.
is The Real Game on VillaCoolaradio.com.
Cracking up.
Hey everyone, I've got a fashion insider for all my ladies who know the importance of accessorizing their attire. And even for my fellas out there balling on a budget but still want their woman looking lovely. Let's be real, even the costume gotta be cute and on point, right? Well, Paparazzi Accessories got you covered. With an assortment of durable, nickel and lead-free, aesthetically appealing to the eye, rings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. So go show Miss Lisa Turner some love and support. Check her out on Facebook at LTurner88, on Instagram at Lisa Turner, or hit up her website at paparazziaccessories.com.
What up, riders? This is your main man's Cal Be Easy.
And your boy Big Marcus.
Man, we are hosts of the hottest, dopest sports show in the world. The Real Game, the game inside of the game.
Man, you can check us out live every Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. on VillaCoolaradio.com.
And you can also download our podcast 24/8 on VillaCoolaradio.com and Google Play.
Man, we out this bitch.
Man, it's love some music.
Hey, what's good, Joe? It's your man, Cam King. Hey, be sure you tune in and vibe out to the sexiest hour on internet radio. That's the Fabric Extent, which airs every day from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, around baby making hour from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Central Standard Time. Hey, and then you know what? Right after that, you can turn up with your man, since I host the hippest playlist on the planet. That's the Hip Hop Timeline, every day from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. All exclusively on the VillaCoolaradio.com. For fans of music, let's go.
Tell your friends.
Blacc from the block just crashed the block, man. This boy is off.
They kind of messed me up.
No, I'm fine, man.
And,
I mean, Blacc from the block did this.
Just to kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's good.
Get
It's
my
all
thoughts
good.
back together.
It's all good.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Let's just move on. Let's just move on to a brand new topic.
Brand new topic.
You know how you put this stuff in the thing and you throw it away? Let's just throw it away. Man, on the real tip though, what I don't know if you guys remember, Big Marcus. Several years ago, former NBA player Lorenzo Wright.
7 years ago.
7 years ago, was found
murdered
in his hometown of Memphis. He's from Memphis. He moved to Atlanta. He was found murdered, shot several times. His car was shot up several times. They didn't find the person who did it for quite some time. Well, just this past week, the report just came out that his ex-wife was charged with murder.
Yes.
And Big Marcus, I'll go ahead and let you.
Okay.
What you got? Oh,
nah,
go ahead and let
I'm
you
missing
kind
my
of.
notes, but
Okay,
in a nutshell, Monday, the case has been cold for 7 years. When it was first reported, she called the eve, the night of, and said that he left the house with drugs and money. and said she overheard him say that he was gonna go flip $100,000. The next call they got was midnight. He called during his murder, and they could hear gunshots, but they couldn't locate him. We are talking 7 years. Technology wasn't what it is now, so it took them a couple of days to find him.
They found a gun.
They finally found the gun 7 years later in a lake in Mississippi.
Yes.
The gun led them to a guy. Damn, I want to say his name was Ray Turner. That might not be his name though. You got the computer, man.
Statistician, look up the.
But anyway.
That's for decorations.
Oh, that's for decoration?
Yes, for decorations.
Okay. But anyway, I don't know if he's snitching or what happened, but yesterday, the wife got arrested.
She's in California.
In California.
Yeah.
Come to find out that she had a connection with the accused killer. They both went to the same church. He was a deacon and she was a minister for that church. The mother thinks that she did it because of money. She ended up getting a $1 million settlement.
Right.
Billy
Turner. Billy Turner is the name.
Billy Turner. Billy Ray Turner.
Okay, Billy Ray. Okay,
yeah, Billy Ray Turner. Damn.
Yeah.
My memory ain't that bad.
Not bad.
You know what I'm saying? So I just thought it was something we had to kind of mention, you know, to let people know that. If y'all don't know who he was, he went to Memphis. He was he played in the league. I think he
played
got drafted.
13 years.
Yeah, he was
played
drafted
13
in 1996.
Yeah.
He played from 96 to 09, you know, with a lot of teams, though. You know, he started with the Clippers, Cleveland. I mean, it was like 5 or 6 teams that he played for.
Yeah, he averaged 8 points per game for his career, but he was an athletic big who played for several teams, and he was a contributor.
In Minnesota, he reminded. I don't want you to.
Memphis.
Yeah, when he was at Memphis, he reminded you of Penny, in a way.
Well, they did look alike. They had a similar resemblance, but their game, of course, was different. You know, Penny was more of a guard, while Lorenzo was a big. But yeah, and they went to the same school, so I get that. But yeah, to add to that story, she ended up being a pastor. She was a pastor at the time at the church, and she's a church pastor now. They had 7 kids.
Yeah, and
7 kids.
Funny, I mean, there's some parts I missed out. He didn't stay in Memphis at the time. He was staying in Atlanta. He came home to visit his kids or whatever.
Right.
That night, he was visiting the kids and left her house. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that brings some not full closure, but at least it kind of brings some beginning to close that chapter of what happened with Lorenzo and for his mother, his family, and the loved ones and the kids. That was a tragic situation.
It's a good story. She done wrote a book.
Yeah, she wrote a book. She actually wrote a
fiction book,
yes.
but it was based off of her and his.
Yeah.
And she was coming out with a second one where the book is based off a basketball player that cheats on his wife and does the life of the basketball. The second book was gonna be where he got murdered.
Yeah.
You know, so I think we should shoot the movie, and you can play Laurent. You know,
let's not say shoot. For this part, let's not say shoot. Okay, the guy was shot. Let's not say shoot.
You think you can play the main character?
No, but SP could. He's more of his kind of build.
Yeah,
so much.
Yeah, okay.
So hopefully they bring some type of closure to that situation for that family.
It's a made for movie.
Oh, absolutely. You know, absolutely, it's definitely made for.
Yeah, got $1 million.
She got $1 million. Yeah, money's gone, of course. But yeah, she got $1 million. So, that's tough. That's tough.
Her and the deacon.
Yeah, the
Get
deacon.
it on in the back.
Billy Ray Turner. Below Turner, the deacon. Got the deacon of the pastor. Got the deacon to shoot the husband. That's made at least Lifetime. At least Lifetime. That's a good Lifetime movie. But not to make slight of it. But I do want to go into. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of that SP, but I think because we're gonna go ahead and go through a couple of segments, so we can go ahead and go to our next topic.
Yeah, I'm good.
Can we do that?
Yeah,
Okay.
What's the next?
Yeah, I want to talk about.
This nigga's scared.
Can't forget K-Files.
Yeah, right before you get to that, we got to get to this. So you want to get to your disclaimer?
Absolutely. This is Cal B Easy of the Real Game Sports Show. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Allen. I respect everything about you. I respect your grind. I respect your hustle. So with that being said, please do not mess with my phone, family, or my friends. And my son has been, his grade's been slipping, so please leave him alone too, Mr. Elliott. Thank you.
Oh, hell no. Okay, so here we go. I got a lesson for you guys today.
Lesson.
Yeah, a lesson. So I've already informed you guys that the evil alien kid demons or whatever you want to call them, they can read your thoughts, right? Remember I told you guys that? You guys remember that? Okay, so if you forgot,
yes,
the alien, I call them the evil kid alien demons, because I don't know if they're a 12-year-old child or a demon. Terrible twos, you can't tell the difference. But so the alien whatevers, they can read your mind. They can read your thoughts. They know what you're gonna do before you do it. Okay? Hence, that's where they probably came up with Santa Claus and all that crap. Okay, so
you don't believe in Santa?
Hey, what's Santa got to do with aliens?
Am I supposed to believe in Santa at 40 years old?
Did you ever believe in Santa?
We went over this, didn't we?
I can't.
Never mind. That's a different topic.
Okay.
But so they can read your mind. They can read your mind. They know what you're thinking at all times. Okay. So my lesson I'm going to give to you today is one way you know you're being listened to by these people.
Oh, I need to know that.
Okay.
Like
all
the
right.
feds.
Because I remember I also told you guys that you have to be able to distinguish between your own thoughts and somebody's suggestion. Meaning these people, these evil alien kid demons, they can suggest things in your brain and you think it's your own mind thinking these things, but it's somebody else implanting these thoughts into your head.
Man, this is the deepest one you done had.
It's
man.
a lesson.
Okay.
Okay. So now that you know all of these things.
Okay.
Okay. So I've come to realize through the popping of cable boxes, televisions, computers, my phone goes off. My phone don't go off at all during the day. Like I don't get my notifications or anything like that. But when I get these particular thoughts, my phone will go off, the TV will pop, the cable box will pop, the light bulbs will pop, the computer will pop, something will pop. So what that popping is communication from the evil kid alien demons. They're letting me know that they are tuned in to what I'm thinking. Okay, so your thoughts that you can't tell anybody. Like say, for example, yes, honey, you look big in that dress. If you think this, you can't tell her that, right?
Nah, you can't.
Right, because it'll be a fight. But you just thought this. So those particular thoughts that you have that you can't discuss with anybody else, a secret within yourself, right? They let you know that, hey, I heard what you just thought by having a light, a cable box, a television, a computer pop, or a notification go off on my phone. So any of those thoughts, like if I was sitting here next to you, Cal B, and I was like, man, Cal B's breath sure do stink. That's not something I'm gonna tell you, but a thought that I would have, that they're tuned in and they're listening. They let you know that they heard you think these things. This is how you know that they're listening to you. At least I know. And that is your K-Files for the week.
niggas scared.
What you got to say about that?
The aliens just took my thought. I was finna say something, and I forgot.
I wasn't thinking nothing on purpose. I wasn't thinking nothing. I had a blank mind because I didn't want the aliens to steal my thought. So the 12-year-old kid, I didn't want no light to flicker, nothing.
You better not cry. You better not shout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus.
What's wrong with Santa? Oh, man.
There's nothing wrong with Saint Nick.
Oh, man. Yeah,
They know what you are thinking. They know
Christmas real creepy.
What you're about to say.
So you
for
said,
heaven's
oh,
sake.
we did have that talk about Santa, and you thinking Santa was...
Yeah. Yeah, we did have that talk.
Yeah, we had that talk.
Yeah, we had that talk.
Yeah.
Shall we carry on?
I hope. Are we good? We good. Good job. I was trying to
what that
pull
question
up.
I want to ask him.
Huh?
I want to ask him a question. I might come back to it. I got a question for you.
I think James is chiming in too. We're going to have to get to James' comments.
Yeah, only thing is the alien stole my thought. I don't think they're going to give it back in time.
They might not.
But if they do, I'm going to hit you with it. Come on, B. I'm ready.
Okay, I was just, they came out with the Pro Bowl votes, NFL, so I was just kind of looking up.
You want to talk about the Pro Bowl?
No. Well, we can, but I wanted to get into some Larry Johnson.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to talk about the Pro Bowl.
You want to talk about the Pro Bowl?
I want to talk about the aliens.
Well,
they're interesting, aren't they? Remarkably dangerous, but they're interesting.
How often does it happen?
Every day, all day.
So your lights just be flickering.
Computer pops like crazy.
Another thing, they giving my thoughts back now.
Okay, I'm with you.
I need all the partners of Villa Koola to give $1,000 or so. We need to alien proof.
I would say so.
The building.
I would say so.
Maybe
I discussed with
some
El
fall
Boog
or something. You know what I'm saying? You need to research that and find out.
I discussed with El Boog earlier today about what the aliens were doing to the pages. They've blocked our Twitter page for the last 2 weeks. I haven't said anything because that's just a normal occurrence. But if you go to our page, it's like all of our stuff is from Twitter. I guess Twitter and Facebook is having a Twitter and Facebook war. So anytime, our stuff is linked up. So anytime you post to Facebook, it's supposed to post to Twitter and vice versa. Well, they got it to where on my personal Twitter, I have to actually go in and log in to my Twitter in order for it to post on my Facebook. And they're so clever. What they did was they know that Lunda started the Villa Koola page, so he would have to go in and link up the pages every time I post, which is impossible, right? So basically, anytime that I post to Facebook, it will not post to Twitter anymore.
Okay. So it just
until Lunda goes and hooks it up. But once I log out or whatever, it boots us out, and he would have to do it over and over and over and over and over every time I post. So they're clever. That's just one way they're trying to stop me from posting. So I'll show you what the post from Twitter looks like. That they're being say the post look like that. That's a normal Facebook post of somebody's song. But if I tweet it, it looks like that. They take the picture off and it comes up like that. And they started doing this about a couple of weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So, but I hadn't said anything to this point. But yeah, they're still heckling us and harassing us on the social media.
We need to get alien proof. B, can you work on that? Can you research it, man? Google it, man. There's
no such thing as
tinfoil, man. We need some tinfoil, man. We need some.
Well, these you can consider these people spies. There are spies
evil
out there.
Spies.
Evil spies out to get us. Cal, be easy.
Take control of your brain.
They know what you think before you think it, and know what you're gonna do
if
before
they knew
you
what
do
I
it.
was thinking now.
They do. They do. They're listening to us right now. Did you hear it pop?
No, I didn't hear no pop. This
nigga's scared.
I mean, off.
For real, this
this has been a weird show.
Man, yes, it has.
This has been a weird show.
Totally off the rails.
So to say the least, I pissed off the aliens this week. So, but I have fun doing it because, like I said, they're like bullying that kid earlier today. Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, I believe you, man. I believe you.
We got about 13 minutes.
13 minutes. Okay, real quick. I wanna get into little college football. But right now, no. It was a bowl game on early, but we're not talking about that. We want to talk.
You gave up on the CTE?
Well,
okay,
let's shelve that one.
Okay.
Got a list.
Got a list. You know you do. That's it right there.
How can you do a show of the real game without a Calby Easy list?
that's why you wanted to do this topic. I'm like, damn, that's my CTE. Yeah, come on.
Come on, you not got a list.
Don't give out 40 bowl games.
No, Calby. This is Calby Easy's bowl season top 5 bowl games.
Oh, you only got 5?
I only got 5.
Oh, I'm happy.
I only got 5.
Come on with it.
Top 5 bowl season bowl games. Number 5, Orange Bowl, December 30th, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is our Eastern time. So I'm gonna say the time, but it's our Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time.
We live in Central though.
I understand. Well, I tell you what, just for those, Orange Bowl, 12:30, December the 30th, 7 o'clock, ESPN. This is the number 6 Wisconsin versus number 11 Miami. This is going to be a good game. Why? Because these two teams, up until the very last week of the season, of college football season as far as regular season, were players in the playoff race. However, they both lost.
Exposed. Both of them got exposed.
They got exposed. So they're on the outside looking in, but they are playing in the Orange Bowl on December 30th, 7 p.m. on ESPN. So that's going to be a good game. The number 4 game right here in town, the Cotton Bowl, December 29th, 7:30 p.m. ESPN. That's December 29th. These are two solid teams who could have actually been in the playoffs playing really good football. Number 5, Ohio State, play with number 7, USC. USC won the Pac-12 championship. They could have easily been in, however, but you just had some other teams that were just better record-wise and team-wise. Ohio State playing really good football toward the end of the season. They're going to go. That's going to be a very, very solid matchup of two offensively gifted teams. Very good game right there. And plus, 2 quarterbacks are going to have NFL careers of longevity. Number 3, the Rose Bowl. The big daddy of them all, January 1st, the big daddy of them all. 4 o'clock, ESPN. Number 2, OU versus number 3, Georgia. Now you say, Cal B, how can one of the national semis be the number 3 game? I'll take you why in just a moment. Number 2, OU versus number 3, Georgia. It's going to be a great, great game. My son and I, we had conversations about this game. I expect OU to beat Georgia. However, Georgia, they're going to stand tall. They're going to stand firm. It's an SEC defense playing against a Big 12 offense. Let the games begin. Number two, the Peach Bowl, guys. The Peach Bowl, January 1st, 11:30 p.m. 11:30 a.m. Sorry, 11:30 a.m. Not 11:30 p.m. That's not West Coast. 11:30 a.m. ESPN again. ESPN is playing them all. Number 8, Auburn versus number 10, University of Central Florida. UCF, absolutely UCF. You know why? UCF is the only undefeated big boy team. You understand what I'm talking about? Understand.
Who is?
UCF. They undefeated. They haven't lost a game.
You say big boy?
Big boy. They're big boy football. Not because you got division. Big boy football. Yeah, because you got Division 1, Division 2, Division. This is big boy football right here. Did y'all know real quick? Let me give a real quick shout out. Real quick shout out. Don't forget, Texas A&M Commerce is in the national championship game today.
They are.
Yeah, absolutely. Texas A&M Commerce.
Never went to a football game.
I did. Yeah, we did.
Well, they wasn't good in football. They were good in basketball.
But yeah, we had to. Yeah, we
never went to a football game.
We had to go. Yeah,
I don't remember.
Yeah, I went to a football game.
I went to a game.
Okay, I don't remember going to.
Okay, don't y'all crash my segment.
I don't see.
They playing in that's our school. We went there out.
That's our school.
We all went to A&M Commerce.
Who graduated?
We all went to A&M Commerce. We
all
went to A&M Commerce, and they are playing in the national championship game. So go Lions, go Big Blue. Now let's get back to the Peach Bowl. The number 2 game as far as the bowl season, number 8 Auburn, which to me, was playing the best football down the stretch. However, they had some injuries going into the SEC championship, so they lost to Georgia. They playing UCF, which their head coach is going back home to Nebraska. But this is going to be a shootout. You know why? UCF averages 45 points a game. They have speed to kill. Now, Auburn, defense, SEC, once again, hey, let the games begin. Now, the number one game of the bowl season, Cal Be Easy's bowl games, is the Sugar Bowl. The Sugar Bowl. Number one Clemson versus number one Alabama. Has to be, right? You know why? Alabama says we are not the fourth best team in the country. But you're gonna find out who is the best team out of these two on January 1st at 7:45 on ESPN. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and watch these bowl games as they kick out. But these are the top 5 games to watch of the bowl season, Big Marcus.
Man, you took 7 minutes to do a list for 5 teams. I'm just saying.
And we quickly need a stat if you got one.
I got a stat for you. But let me say this first, though. Mm-hmm. The most important game is the championship game that you didn't mention. Well, but anyway, stat of the week, man. I was watching Houston, right? Do you know that they on this winning streak? They're in 1-12, right?
Chris Pollard's undefeated.
They done won 12. 10 out of 12 games, they done hit 15 3-pointers.
I'm just saying.
Per game.
Best shooting team in the NBA. Best team in the NBA.
Don't mess with my stats. I'm just throwing them out there. You know what I'm saying? But let me repeat that. 10 out of 12 games, 15 3-pointers per game, 10 games. Good ass stat.
Women lie.
On the fly.
Men lie. Numbers don't. The real game stat of the week.
OKC, they didn't make this stat of the week. Stat of the week? No, OKC. Okay. Houston. Okay.
Need a thought.
We have to thought. This is Cal Be Easy's thought of the week. Real games, Cal Be Easy's thought of the week. My word this week to lead me into my thought of the week is inventory. Inventory. A complete list of items such as property, goods, in stock or the contents of a building. Let's read that again, Big Marcus. A complete list of items such as property, goods in stock, or the contents of a building. How often do you take inventory of yourself? Do you like what you see? What are your contents? For some, that question, you may have never taken inventory of yourself. You may not like what you see because you've never cleaned out your building. This week, let's take inventory of our buildings. Let's get the trash out and let's take care of those contents that are valuable and most important to help you be the best self that you can possibly be.
Taking inventory. I got weed smoking me.
Well, that's for the serious people in life. Obviously, you're not the serious people in life.
I was being serious. You asked me to take inventory of myself.
Yeah, but okay. For those people who have stuff in their lives that wants to be better.
I want to be better.
Okay, but
in life.
But we're not talking about the weed smoke.
No, I'm just saying better in life, period.
Yeah, just take inventory.
Shut me in my pinky toe. I'm gonna put what's left of my foot in your ass. I'm gonna kill him, sugar.
Let me kill him, sugar. I'm gonna kill him, sugar. Just take inventory of yourself. Clean out your building. Your building is your body. That's your temple. Take care of it. Clean it out. Okay. See what's in there, what you don't need. Move that stuff out the way because it's stopping you from being your best you. Okay,
I got you.
That's all I'm saying.
I got a surprise for you, January 1st.
All right, clean your building. Clean your building. Clean your building. Good job. Good job. Good job. Real game, man. Download the app. Download the Really Koola Radio app. Go ahead and get that app. You can do it on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know about the other stuff.
Yeah, he got it. He finally got it. We had to be last this time, but at least he said it right.
Download the app, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in, man, that turned up with you guys, man. Gave you comments. Appreciate the support.
We will not be in next week.
We will. Santa Claus is coming, and we got to be ready. We got to be ready for Mr. Saint Nick. But it will be.
But we will be showing the best of, man,
Yes.
of the real game.
We will have a best of. It just goes to show what we can do, what we're doing here. We are 40 shows in now.
Close to
Close to 40 shows. So we are breaking milestones, man. We're jumping hurdles, man. We're not letting these little bitty obstacles get in our way, man.
Cam might be pissed off on the best of, and we're gonna show where we started from, and out of Londa's apartment with the camera real close. We gotta show where we started from and where we.
I'm not
now.
in the frame at all. I'm just a voice on the side of the camera.
Now you see your nose.
Yeah, when I lean in.
when you lean in on the camera,
so
man.
We've come quite a long ways, man, with the real game, man, and what we're doing, man. So
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, man. Enjoy your holidays, man.
Come smoke with me, toy drive.
December 22nd, man. Next Friday, you're not busy. Bring a toy to the Green Elephant on Dyer Street.
And some cigars. Just bring some cigars. I got everything
Toys
else.
for the kids. Great job, Londa the Great. Great job.
Merry Christmas, Londa.
Statistician. Last but not least.
Great job.
Super producer. Hell of a job.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, dog.
Yeah, man. Good job, Big Marcus.
Hope to see you next year.
Hope so.
We got the day off.
Let's get out of
next
here.
week. We out this bitch.
You were listening to The Real Game on VillaCoolaradio.com. If you missed any part of the show, you can catch the replay every weekday on VillaCoolaradio.com from 2 to 4 p.m. Central. You can download the show podcast anytime on VillaCoolaradio.com.